This episode of Total Drama Reviews contains clips from Total Drama Island. I do not own Total Drama Island. All rights go to FreshTV. Remember to be civil and do not be mean in the comments. Seriously, it can get really messed up. Carpe diem, my name is Ultranatic, and happy 2019 from Total Drama Reviews. This is where I, as a lover of animation and reality shows, look over the show to combine them together the best. And today's episode is entitled, Are We There, Yeti? That pun is older than the legend of the Yeti itself. Okay, stupid title aside, what's the episode about? Apparently it's our four remaining campers being stranded with no idea of where they are, and needing to find a way back to camp. Wasn't that the plot of the last episode?
Is anyone else a little creeped by this deserted island? I say we build a raft and try to sail back to camp.
Well, unlike the last episode where the campers were stranded on some deserted island, here they're stranded in the woods. That makes it completely different. Well, they do add the distinction of splitting the final four into teams by gender. Will this lead to new interesting character dynamics? Well, make sure your cameras all have tape in them, something the TDI camera crew apparently never does.
I cannot believe that Lashana shredded my clothes.
This is Are We There, Yeti? Now first, let's look at the recap. I know I hardly ever talk about those, but that's because aside from the occasional error, there's nothing really to discuss. Well, this recap is different because...
Last week on Total Drama Island, those good-for-nothing campers got swept away by a rainstorm that left them stranded on a deserted island.
Yep, Chef is in charge of the show this time.
Yeah, it's me doing the recap. You got a problem with that?
Well, I trust him to be in charge of this reality show before putting him in charge of a daycare.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, Noah. You're bad at lots of things.
So why is Chef in charge? Pfft, who cares? I mean, they gave a reason, but I didn't care why he was in charge in Basic Strain, and that episode is one of my favorites. Because their Chef completely stole the show, aside from Dunkney.
Missed a spot there, General.
You really need to take a chill pill.
I bring this up because this episode is nowhere close to as good as that one, and it's all because of Chef. Why? Well, let's start with the opening, where the campers, who are apparently heavier sleepers than Rip Van Winkle, wake up in the woods with no idea of how they got there.
What? Who's that?
How did we get here?
Mommy!
Everybody just shut up! I'm in charge now, and I'm gonna make you wish you were never born.
You're a bit late for that!
Your mission is to find your way out of the forest, or die trying. Team 1, Delinquent and Chubby. Team 2, Grim and Grimmer.
And now you've inspired the title for a new major network sitcom. Seriously, if I was the head of NBC and you pitched that title to me, I'd say, done! I've already got the contract for Helen Bonham Carter's role as Grim. As for the role of Grimmer, can someone point me to the voice actress for Toddler Gwen?
You'll navigate your way north to base camp. First team to tag the camp totem pole wins. And here's a tip. Better set up camp before sundown, because once nightfall hits, you won't even see your trembling hand in front of your terrified face. Unless you got night vision goggles. But you don't.
Those things are gonna get pickpocketed from you, you know that, right? Yeah, if you didn't want the campers to get those, you could have just not shown them at all.
Oh, please, please, don't leave us here. I'm begging you. We won't survive.
Oh, so Duncan pickpocketed them off of you. Okay, didn't expect that. I figured Owen would do it. I'm Kane, of course.
This is totally bonkers. We'll be scarfed down by a grizzly.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. You wish you saw a grizzly once you meet up with old Sasquatch and Aqua.
Alright, the titular thread of the Yeti, only we're gonna call him the Sasquatchanakwa. That rhymes with Wawanakwa. Why not just work that into the title? Seriously, you include a legendary monster like the Yeti, give him a fake name of Sasquatchanakwa, which purposefully rhymes it with the camp you're set at, and you don't capitalize on that incredibly forced rhyme? That's like Michael Bay not taking advantage of a manly cartoon like... What's the manliest cartoon aside from Transformers?
Something's really rocking on planet number 3. Modern man's got prehistoric company.
My money's not going to take itself. So he abandons them, and that's all we see of him until the end. Well, okay, it's not completely true. We do occasionally come back to the camp where Chef makes good use of the campers being away. He messes around with their stuff, including raiding Owen's snack stash. And that's kind of it. Yeah, last time Chef was in charge, the show was massively more entertaining.
You call this proper formation? Together, arms down, eyes forward, head up.
He screamed at people, demeaned them, gave harsh punishments. It was fantastic TV. But here, it basically answers the question, what if Ferris Bueller's Day Off was spent just lounging around the house? It'd be pretty freaking boring.
You still here? It's over. Go home.
The two groups split up, each with limited supplies in their bag. And the exact supplies they'd need are with the other team.
Let's see what we got.
Yep, it's all good except one thing's missing.
But Owen uses the directions of Patrick Star, leading him and Duncan in the wrong direction.
The sun rose from the east, which means that's north, so camp is that way.
Are you sure? I think the sun rose from over there.
We're going this way. Let's move.
Oh, east? I thought you said west.
West? What kind of compass are you reading, lad?
This one, sir.
That's west, Patrick. You're fired again.
So we just follow the river. Easy.
Yeah, as long as we're not munched by Sasquatchamacallit.
Would you relax? That's obviously just another stupid, made-up myth to scare us.
I'm going to reenact my reaction to the title. Gwen, have you gone blind since the last episode where you were carried away by an animatronic ghost-like pterodactyl? Or have you also gone amnesiac and forgot that Eva fought a Sasquatch and Aqua in No Pain, No Gain? I certainly didn't hear Eva say she fought nothing in that giant crate. How did Robin from Teen Titans put it?
Saw him? I fought him! You think I did this to myself?
And yet, despite all this evidence, you're still skeptical about this kind of thing.
That's obviously just another stupid, made-up myth to scare us.
What is wrong with her? She saw the damn things. She has no reason not to believe them.
But once Duncan and Owen get to the top of a big cliff...
Hey, it's the girls, and they're going the wrong way. Typical chicks with zero sense of direction. Try checking a map.
We would if we had one, but this compass...
What is it with Gwen having conversations with people who can't possibly hear her?
Girl, you're reasoning with a loudspeaker. That just does not look good.
Try checking a map.
We would if we had one, but this compass...
Yeah, we can totally hear you. You are smart.
Or for that matter, that she shouldn't be able to hear herself.
Typical chicks with zero sense of direction.
You guys are miles away by walking and probably a dozen feet above the ground, and she knows exactly what Duncan is saying. Maybe I was right before when I said she was blind, and maybe she's blind the exact same way Mr. Lowe from Nessie Classified is.
My eyes are so bad, I have an overdeveloped sense of hearing.
We'll just have to jump and dive into the river.
After my big cliff dive on the first day of camp, I was king of the world. But then, a few days later, my fear came gurgling back up like a day-old Indian buffet.
Let me try and pinpoint what day that was.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, it sounds about right. And just like DJ did, Owen is pushed off the mini cliff by Duncan, which means... nothing? Really? I've had this thing held off since Haunt Capture. I'm waiting for numero cien. Okay, to be fair, they probably would survive that. What probably wouldn't happen, though, is them somehow building a raft in such a short amount of time.
They're getting away!
This is, of course, discovered when Heather and Gwen are talking, and for once actually agreeing to not go after each other for fear of their elimination.
We both probably wish we could push each other off a cliff right now.
The thought had crossed my mind.
You're jumping! Make me! But I think we can also agree that we have to win this challenge. We can't afford to let the guys win invincibility. So we're a team on this, right?
Right.
It's not very long, but them actually being in unison is still pretty rare to watch. Unlike the upcoming montage where the groups create multiple traps to steal supplies from the other team. Here's my question, why aren't they going for the whole bag? Whatever situation is going on, the groups get preoccupied, so why are they going small by going after a single item of their supply? Duncan is in one group and Heather in the other, so being generous is not an acceptable option in my book.
Can't believe they stole all of our supplies.
I can't believe you didn't steal all their supplies. But they come across what they assume is a fake Sasquatch and Aqua footprint.
It's a Sasquatch footprint. Oh, I'm so scared.
Please, you're embarrassing yourself.
So I bet these two obviously logical people will be proven 100% right in that assumption. Wow, my calculations were way off.
Well, hello, Mr. Squirrel. And hello to you, Mr. Raccoon. Oh, good day, Mr. Sasquatch and Aqua. Run!
Well, that's a definitely safe place to hide.
Duncan?
Owen?
Heather?
Duncan?
Heather?
Duncan!
I think we're safe here for a while. That depends on what you mean by safe. Bags!
They all run away from the bats, somehow evading the Sasquatch and Aqua and leaving with more bags than they entered with. And then the extra bag just disappears in the next shot. Animation errors, you gotta love them.
Since you guys still have supplies and a map, I guess you beat us. It's obvious they kicked our butts.
Oh yeah, I believe the truly competitive Heather is actually throwing in the towel like the absolute quitter she's proven to be. Duncan, of course, doesn't believe them, but he leaves them with most of their equipment anyways.
Why the hell would you do that? I wouldn't even do that.
Weirdly enough, despite being left alone with most of their supplies, Heather and Gwen don't take them immediately and instead wait until after the guys go to sleep. Again, it seemed we could have found a shortcut through.
Wake up! The fire, the girls, our stuff, it's gone!
But not all hope is lost as Owen smells sticky buns being made by Chef back at camp.
Hold on, baby, I'm coming for ya.
He outruns the girls but passes the totem pole and goes for the buns, causing the girls to win.
No! Dude! We were so close! Why?
Well, they're fresh from the oven.
Those are mine! I was looking forward to those buns!
So the girls win immunity and Duncan is eliminated, though it's never made clear if he was voted out or if Chef somehow picked who went home. The latter option raises too many questions, so I'll just believe the former.
What can I say? You had the chance to rock an alliance with me, but you blew it.
Are you referring to the alliance made in Wawa and Aqua Gone Wild? The one that never got mentioned again until just now? And what do you mean he blew it? He never made an action against you. Unless you're just looking for an excuse to bring Owen, the less competitive player, to the final 3. Actually, that makes a lot more sense. But what doesn't make sense is this ending scene. What is even going on here? Actually, better question, why should I even care what's going on here? It's supposedly Chef scaring Duncan by dressing as himself and Sasquatch and Aqua multiple times. This isn't like Phobia Factor where Tyler's fears confront in the end. This is just some random jump scare annoyances towards Duncan. If you want this scene to tie in better, how about playing this video for him? At least then the ending would have been funny. But why bother? The episode's just kind of there. It's a reused challenge concept with not much exciting stuff going on. Ironic for an episode with a Sasquatch and Aqua. I will give credit though that his use in the episode is again taking advantage of the show's animation. And there's even a few interesting character moments, but nothing very strong or memorable. This Yeti sign is just gonna be another one, not worth much attention. I really do hope the next episode has a stronger identity at least. Does anything of note happen in it? This is the big one, everybody. This might not be the best episode in Total Drama Island, but it does have one of the best moments in Total Drama history. Better than Lindsay cursing out Heather, better than Duncan kissing, maybe even better than this. I didn't even think that was possible.
Are we there, Yeti? How about now? Not yet, not yet.